we understand there needs to be a large strategy for communication, for education, for reaching people, and that there are 1,000 or 1,000,000 different constituencies in our world, and that they all must be spoken to in their own language, their own points of reference, their own experience, their current moment of what's important to me, what do I value, who am I, who are my people, how can I contribute, how can I help, and also how can I make sure I'm okay until we all get together and work together. So there needs to be a system for delivering that communication. And currently, no system we're aware of is adequately designed to do that. Meaning that there are news channels, there are cable channels, and they're working out of sync with each other. A metaphor we utilize is the human heart, which has billions of cells in it. And there's an electrical signal that tells all those cells beat in this rhythm as a wave, and that pumps blood. And as long as that synchronization works, blood pumps, we live, we talk, we operate. If those cells beat out of time with each other, no blood pumps. The person dies. Right now, the nations, the peoples, the groups, the genders, the races, the religions are beating out of time with each other. They're not synchronized, they're not aligned, they're not unified, they're not mobilized towards the common good. So defining the mechanism by which that synchronized communication can go out that will say, okay, you folks in this country, you see things this way, this is your experience of life, this is what you can do to help, this is how you would optimally be supported in transforming into reharmonization with nature and generating a sustainable life. You folks in this country, completely different situation, completely different history, different values, different goals, different economic system and political system. We want to help you tailor and so that you can all be aligned in the same direction, at least in a general way, generate a sustainable life process, transform what's happening in your nation, and all of us get better and better and better at collaborating as nations. So we absolutely get that the communication and the messaging is mission critical. And that said, we're designing the initial model here, and then we're going to tailor it to every audience. The social movement engine, the platform and architecture we're designing right now is designed specifically to deliver this information to all constituencies in a way that will guide and motivate and support them to unify, to get shared understandings on what the challenges are and how they can be met, how they can be solved, how these folks can all be empowered, and to align all of their efforts towards the common good, the common goal of generating a sustainable life process for humanity. So that said, we're a work in progress in this moment. The only thing that's slowing us down in this moment is literally brute money, because we have this designed architecture that we're defining with 2 IT companies right now. That would be the delivery system for this tailored messaging, tailored educational systems, and offer a collaborative venue for people to say, I see the life in the world this way, and other people say, no, it's completely different. I see it this way, and for them to negotiate realities in a sustained way, meaning that conversation would evolve and harmonize, hopefully, with facilitation, support, and education. Part of the challenge is that right now, there are wonderful efforts in the world that are competing for funds, meaning climate resolution or climate crisis resolution organizations are trying to get money and trying to find ways to affect their slice of the picture, their piece of the puzzle. They're not working collaboratively together as a fabric, like a quilt that's been sewn together and is a cohesive unit. So these funds, and we agree with you that these funds have lots of money, and they have not had a place to apply that money that would have a comprehensive effect in the world. We're trying to design that system to have comprehensive effect that would allow the weaving together of all of these existing organizational efforts and national and international efforts into a single, unified, evolving process. If this circle of hexagonal shapes that say Amazon, Microsoft, Google, international governmental institutions, universities, think tanks, entrepreneurial incubators, right now they're like the fibrillate heart cells. They're beating out of time with each other. They're not supporting each other, and they're not operating in alignment with the collective good. They don't have a single roadmap. They don't have a shared strategy. They don't have a way to organize and to remain organized with each other. And the same is true of all these wonderful folks that are doing so many good things in the world, and there are millions of others beyond this list. These were just some that there hasn't been a system that would unite them, unify them, align them, organize them, orchestrate their efforts and their networks into a collective process. And they don't know it. Is that an amazing thing to say? That they don't know that there isn't a system. They've been working with the fragmented, conflicted, divisive, politicized, competitive system of the world and trying to make progress in that divisive environment rather than designing a system that will bring them together and allow them to work together constructively, effectively, and efficiently in the near term. So that's why this circle in the middle, the social movement engine is that we're building is designed to affect this focus, that top triangle there in the middle, to focus all of these efforts so that every resource is utilized efficiently. Every contributed funding from any source is applied in the most effective, fair, balanced, harmonious way. Every bit of information and technology and knowledge and understanding that exists in the world anywhere has a path and a process and a support system to bring it to bear in a focused way to solve for the climate crisis. And is every one of these people in a way going to need to be messaged to differently?